Okay, I'm recording now. Cool. All right. So welcome to Tank. Everyone, dismount from tanks first. Now, we're gonna talk about the importance of fighting as a tank line. It's very important that when we fight as a tank line, we move together as a group. There needs to be cohesion within the tank group. And when we move in a direction, we call using compass directions. Okay, always use compass directions. Do not say left, right, or like in front or behind, because everyone's facing a different direction. Compass is should be the default form of communication. And in the tank group, usually there's a lot of voice comms. Okay, the commander's voice should have priority. You only call out when you see an immediate threat to us. And in the event that if you do see a threat to us, don't say things like, oh, tank, 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 or sticky rush, sticky rush, sticky rush. It is very confusing. It causes panic throughout the whole group. You want to call out directions first. So always call out directions first. So if you see a tank that is flanking us, for example, from the north, you say north, 1 MPT, 2 MPTs, north or south, Badish. Call out directions first before you call out the threat. Directions is more important. It's way more efficient for us to operate as a group. So you notice that whenever I command, like I don't just say that, oh fuck, there's like a BT, there's a fucking buddish. I always call out directions first. I always tell you what to do first. Then I tell you what is the threat. Compass directions, yes. You always call out compass directions. So for those who are not, yeah, yeah, not northeast is fine. You don't have to say numeral. That is confusing as fuck. Just look at your top right. There's a compass. Just call out compass. All right. For drivers, yeah, for drivers especially, okay, it's very important that you always look at your compass first before you move. That is going to determine where you go. Now, the next thing would be moving in a line formation. The reason why we form tank lines is basically kind of like the Napoleonic era. Like you want to maximize your barrage in the first contact, and whenever possible, like gunners should always point their turrets forward. To really maximize the firepower. Do not try to swing your turrets in other directions. In the ideal scenario, we should always engage our enemies in front of us. Now, one very important thing for drivers is your positioning within the tank line, especially when we're advancing towards enemy direction. Um, what I would call a fuck up is that you go ahead of your tank group and do something like this. Okay, this is a major fuck up, like because this you are blocking the arc of fire of your friendlies. Like if I see an enemy in front of us, I cannot shoot without hitting you first. You're blocking the arc of fire. You're making our force overall less effective. Okay, so always watch your positioning. Do not drive in front of each other's line of fire. So that is what number one. Number two, this one is more for the gunners. Okay, if you want to aim your gun, okay, for those who are not watching my stream right now, watch my stream. Yep. Your range on the light tank or for most tanks is 40 meters. For outlaws, it will be 45 meters. You always try to engage the enemy at maximum distance. That puts us out of danger, especially for warden tanks. Warden tanks, we have better range than collies. Okay, so I would say that it's always better that we can hit them and they can't hit us. And when you aim your turrets, if you look at my stream, like the end of the white line is the maximum range. So if let's say that you're trying to aim at at a tree over here, or somewhere behind this tree, I will not be able to hit anything beyond the white line. So this is how to make sure that you always land your shots. If it is beyond the range, you communicate with your driver, telling him to move a bit forward until you can get the aim. Yep. So, and another thing, when you shoot, okay, there is a 1 second delay from you firing and the shot actually landing. So if let's say that you want to engage infantry, okay, you want to be aiming at the ground next to that infantry. This is how you do it. right? So try not to aim at the infantry himself. Aim at the ground next to him, so you can kill him with the splash damage. Because of that stupid 1 second delay. Now, okay, everyone mount top vehicles. Okay, so yourself out. Doesn't matter who's driver, who's gunner. You guys will have a chance to play both roles. That's I wouldn't call that essential skill, but it's yeah, it's a essential skill, but it's like good to know. Okay, now let's do a let's do a simple exercise. Okay, we are going to advance the tank lines towards south, and then form up on my X marker. Yep, that's one example. Okay, so I want everyone to move as a line towards the X marker. Yep. So everyone needs to drive as a line. Specs, you'll be driving. Yep. For information, okay, you don't have to. You can be flexible about it, but as soon as like you get back into flat ground, okay, you reform your lines again. Yeah, so like this. Okay, keep moving. You're slightly off course. Go south. There we go. Okay, hold positions. Now, a very common standard operating procedure we use is that whenever we enter a new area, I'll ask drivers to hop off and scan for mines. So drivers just scan for mines. You just take out binos and just scan in front of you. And then the reason why I get drivers to hop off is because they are the guys who will be driving, and then they'll be the ones who will be memorizing the terrain. Now, and also, if let's say that we are entering like a new hostile territory, and then there is no friendly watchtowers around, I will get the gunners to hop off and then do something like, okay, let's build a watchtower there. So when we build watchtowers, only the gunners will dismount and build the watchtowers. Drivers stay in your vehicles. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, now let's go to the obstacle course. All vehicles go towards west, form up on my X marker. Okay, try to move as a line. Yeah, see, it's harder than you think. So you always kind of need to kind of like think about your spacing, like where each of your tanks go, and make sure you leave enough space for the other guys. Okay, reform lines facing north. Reform lines facing north. Okay, all vehicles advance north, trying to maintain your lines while you drive through the obstacle course. Yeah. Hold. Specs. You fucked up again. You fucked up. See, this is where shit happens. All right, you don't drive in front. Yeah, you don't drive in front of your friendly. The moment you drive in front of your friendly, you're gonna get your ass shot. Yeah, you will be the first one to take damage from enemy tanks, and gonna get shot by your friendlies in the back. Okay, let's try again. It's okay to be slow as long as you don't drive in front of each other. Yeah, yeah, it's not too bad. It doesn't have to always be perfect, but at least the concept is that you don't drive in front of each other's like line of fire. Okay, now gun. Yep. Okay, now turn around. Gunners and drivers switch, and then you'll go through this course again. Okay, everyone swap around already. Okay, specs you will just drive. You'll drive one more time. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go. Take just driving out of the course. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, Kid Bucket is like all the way behind. Oh god. Okay, okay, hold columns, hold columns. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, yeah. So usually ideal scenario, like I will try not to make you guys drive through trees or like multiple craters, but this is just an over exaggerated like version of like what kind of terrain we could encounter. But most of the time we'll be on flat ground. So it should be relatively easy to maintain your lines. Also, just a tip, whenever we are reversing, drivers always try to rotate your screen backwards and see where you are reversing into. A lot of times when we reverse away from an enemy, the most common fuck up is that we reverse into trees and we get stuck. Yeah. So yeah. So always rotate your screen around so that you see what you're reversing into. You always look at the direction you're going to. All right. Now, the other training is that I want you guys to communicate with the gunners and the driver to communicate on when to halt and fire. So let's just go further southwest and then just do a turn around. Okay, on here, do a 180 turn facing north. Okay, hold lines on me on my right. Hold on me on my right. Form lines facing north. Okay, hold here. Now, if you watch my stream, okay, ideally you should always want to engage your enemy from the maximum range. Everyone reverse a bit more. Everyone reverse, everyone reverse, everyone reverse south. Okay. Now, okay. So, you want your tanks to always engage enemies at maximum, especially if you're driving outlaws, which has 45 meters of range. So, like, ideally, whenever we fire off, like the driver should stop advancing forward and then just hold positions, let the gunners reload. So, example, that if I move forward and then I have a contact here, it's just exactly a 40 range. I'll just like fire off, and then the driver will just hold position. Now, now specs move forward, stop when I fire. Okay. Now specs move forward, stop when I fire. Advance, 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 advance. Okay. Yeah. This is what I want you to do. So and then when you're reloaded, then you let your driver know to advance. Okay. So everyone's gonna practice this. You're gonna try firing for max range. You should not be shooting targets that is directly next to you, but shooting the targets that is furthest away, around like 40 meters. Okay, everyone form lines on me. Okay, start pushing up. Okay, reloaded, push up. Advance. Yep. Hold. Forward. Yep. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Ceasefire. 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 Okay. Now another concept about coordinating fire is that okay, form lines facing towards the ATP box. Okay. Hold positions. Hold positions. No. 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 Oh god damn it. Specs. Okay. Hold. Back up. Back up. Maintain your lines. Okay. So, let's swap around drivers and gunners swap around. Okay, so very common we will encounter this thing called ATP box. Okay, this thing takes exactly 3 rounds of 40 mils to kill. If you engage it one by one, you're gonna get shot. Okay, and it's not fun when like it doesn't do a lot of damage by itself, but sometimes it could track you. And then if it does track you, like it's gonna be a whole world of pain. So whenever we encounter ATP boxes, commander will just point out like a ATP box, and I want all gunners to also do a point out to confirm the target. Yeah, so that we are aligned on the same target. So ideally we'll fire on the target together so that we kill it in synchrony in 3 shots. So like take aim at ATP box, 3, 2, 1, fire, fire, fire. Yeah, a bit like there, but we'll work on that. Yeah. So it's very simple. So when in combat, especially when we are doing PvE, which is like taking care of pillboxes, our core targets, and then gunners is your responsibility to acknowledge by just also throwing out your pointer. Yeah. Yeah. This is how we know that okay we are aligned at shooting at the same target. Yep, that's all for now. Okay, thanks. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Another thing to cover. Everyone dismount from vehicles. Everyone dismount from vehicles and form a line over there. Okay. Now, everyone try to rush me and touch my side. See, okay. Okay, sorry about that. So, you notice that you could easily outrun my vehicle if I'm reversing. All right. This is the common mistake that we make, especially if you encounter sticky rush from your flanks. Okay, and sticky rushes they tend to come from the flanks or they come from behind you. Okay, and by reversing, very often you will just end up reversing back into them and you just be eating more stickies. Okay, so always remember that your forward speed is faster than your reverse speed. So everyone try again, form out on my flanks and try to rush me again. Form up, form up, form up. Okay, now everyone try to rush me again. Go, 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 go. See? Now I can just easily escape you. Even 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 if okay even if you throw stickies, right, it's easier for me to get away from you because I'm driving away from you rather than I'm reversing towards you. So if you notice that if you try to throw a sticky while I'm driving away from you, chances are that you will miss it. Whereas if let's say that I were to reverse and then you try to throw a sticky, chances are that you will hit me. That's something that is very important to remember, and that's why whenever like we encounter sticky rush, like that's how I want my drivers to react. Like you drive away from the flanking infantry. You don't reverse towards them. There's not it's not worth it trying to run them over. Yep. Okay. Simple concept. Everyone can understand. Okay. So in the event, if let's say that you are fighting tanks and then you get sticky rush, same concept. You can advance forward. I much rather you face tank shots than stickies. Mm, okay. So other than that, other things that to take note. We try not to move tanks at night because like tanks are much more vulnerable at night during nighttime to enemies. And yeah, okay. Now here's what we're gonna do. Our objective today. We are going to cross border and tap mocks. Let's form back up on Moat's Wharf. Let's build up watchtowers along the way, and then do some recce before we go for mocks. We go for mocks once it's daytime. How the how the fuck do you miss that? Okay, let's go back to Moat's Wharf. Alright, stop friendly fire. Stop friendly fire. I don't need everyone to like keep like fucking killing each other.